We left off last week with you all valiantly fighting to stop these cultists from summoning demons. Two of them escaping. You're able to stop the demons that took over statues, smashing them to bits, causing the spirits of those demons to be sent back to the netherworld yet again. That's twice in less than a day. And as you guys are victorious, getting ready to bind up the last one for interrogation, you hear a whistle blowing as guards approach, yelling, "Halt, you're under arrest," and you can see the two cultists that ran away behind them as they approach. We have lost your sound, Robert.
I will sheath my axe and I will point to the cultists running away behind them, and I will shout, "You must stop them, or they will summon them back again."
I think they're coming back with them, aren't they?
Yeah, they are coming back with the guards in front of them, yeah.
They brought the guards.
Oh, I thought they were still
Can you
running
hear me?
away.
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you there.
Yeah, no, the guards are coming, and they're with the guards going, "That's them! That's them!" I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, you said that one guard's not with them that we talked to?
He is not with them, no.
Okay.
These are guards you do not recognize.
At all?
At all.
Can I do a knowledge check to see if I recognize the uniforms or anything at all?
Absolutely.
What would that be under, just history or?
Yes, history would work.
Okay.
Oh boy.
What I roll? I can't see.
It actually looks like a pretty good mixture of guards here. You do know, off of even that history check, that the guards of the God's Isle are made up of soldiers from all the different lands. They actually police the land here as it's owned by everyone. There is nobody that actually owns the God's Isle. So yeah, everybody has a freestanding army here to make sure another army doesn't invade. So this is a pretty good mix, although the vast majority of the guards are either from Thorburn or Awen. There's a couple from Privia and one from Zahur. There is none from Zaglon in there, though.
I'm just gonna put my sword down and try to reason with the guards. Do any of them look like one of them might be in charge of the others, or?
The one right here does look like he is more in charge than the rest of them. He's taking more of a point, and you can see him pointing a spear, and people fanned out around as they're approaching slowly.
I was like, wait. We were just here trying to stop these guys. They attacked us as we were coming up here. They were summoning the demons, the same demons that attacked your marketplace.
And they murdered this woman.
Oh yeah, that happened.
They say that you murdered the woman and were summoning the demons. And the two of the guards, he motions to two of the guards. They two turn around and they point spears at the cultists as well. He goes, "Till we can sort this out, you are all under arrest. Are you going to come peacefully?" The cat that is Thorn tries to sneak away quietly. One of the guards does throw a net over it, and you can see there is a little bit of almost like electric shock, but doesn't actually shock Thorn, and is now stuck in cat form, and they just kind of pick up the net.
Yeah, I think I'm bleeding a little bit too much to fight this many people.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm going to step forward. When this is all cleared up, will I get my weapons back?
As long as justice is on your side, you will.
Then I'll lay down my axe and my shield.
Hey, did anybody get that guard's name from earlier?
Nope.
Anybody?
Nobody
Yes.
asked. Not
Are you
one
g-
person asked his name.
Here's the thing. There was a guard in the marketplace earlier.
Mm-hmm.
He can clarify all of this. He'll back our story.
He was an archer.
Yeah,
Well, we
pretty
will
good
have
with
to
the
take
bow.
time to track him down. You have to understand there's about 2,000 people on rotation here. It may take a little bit of time to track him down to validate that story.
He was the
Until
only
then,
only
I need
one in
you
the
to come
marketplace.
down to the precinct. We will be taking you to... Which lands are you all from?
I'm from Thorburn.
And points to you, Gruck.
Awen.
Points to Vol. We lost Vol's sound. We'll come back to Vol. Points to Saxon.
I'm looking. Hang on. I don't think I wrote it down anywhere. Son of a bitch.
Do you remember what it was about?
The Cthulhu one. My damn notebook.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
No.
So when they point at you, what do you say?
I say I'm not from around here.
Which country will you be processed under?
None.
Very well. Saxon's sitting there like, I'm from a place.
We don't know this guy.
Matt, honestly, I think it's in the boxes that I was working on typing when everything went to shit last week or 2 weeks ago.
That's fine. Do you remember anything about the country?
If you put the map up, I'll be able to tell you which one.
Okay, let me do that. Where are you?
I think it was Awin.
Awen? Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well, as the vast majority of you are from Awen, we will take you to the Awen's guard shack for processing. We will notify your individual countries, or lack of countries, and do the processing there. A couple of the guards come up, and they hold out manacles. Turn around to each one of you.
Are you
Oh,
freaking
is that-
kidding me?
Is that necessary?
It is
We're coming peacefully. You don't have these cultists behind you manacled.
They will be shortly. We just only had 5 manacles with us.
Yeah, there's 2
It
of
just
them.
so happens.
Well, we could always use some rope. Looks at one of your bags, seeing rope hanging on it.
Alright, I'll take the rope over the manacles.
Very well. So does anybody resist that, or you guys accept the manacles / rope?
I mean, as long as they're not being dicks about it, I
They're
guess
really
I'm
not.
good.
They're saying, we'll get this all cleared up. We'll figure out who it is. We have some ways of researching into this.
Very well.
So, the
I'll go along.
you'll just deal with it. All right. So they take you.
I had a whole other plan of how I was going to go about that, but I didn't know much about the guards until now. So now it's like,
Well, they're going to take you down to where is it at? Right
Cheap.
along the yeah, right along the coast. The guard shack there. It is close to where the original ritual was supposed to take place. So,
Are there any from as we are approaching the guard shack? Can we see anything out to sea, like ships, boats? fishing boats, anything out there?
You will notice as you guys are walking past the port, as this is the first time you've really gotten closer to where all the ships are anchored, there are quite a few of them destroyed. There's a lot of debris in the harbor and washing ashore currently. There is a lot of pandemonium. People are seeming to still be trying to put back the pieces together. It looks like about half the ships that are usually here are still here. So the rest of them were probably destroyed as the gods came tramping into the city.
Yeah, that was kind of rude.
Yeah.
It was kind of rude.
Who does that?
Gods.
Oh.
Alright, so they take you to the shacks there. It's the layout of Awin's guard post is different than the rest of them. Most everybody has these feeling of very strong built things out of stone, large iron bars, so on, so on. Awin has always believed in freedom and more of a chance of peace, unlike other countries.
Oh, sweet.
So, they don't lock you in a jail cell, per se. It's actually more like a pit. It is a large thing. They just they layer down a rope ladder. You're able to all go in there, including the two cultists. They put you guys all down there. And then they pull it back up. It's about a 20-foot wall on all the sides that's been smoothed. There are 4 guard little towers that lift maybe 2 feet off the actual ground, where there is 2 guards in each tower that are watching. But honestly, it's actually a very comfortable area. It is open air, but you do see some doors along the walls that do lead to rooms, so you could go lay down if you wanted to, or if there was weather. But they do believe in more of a freedom, more of a approach of innocent till proven guilty, unlike other countries. Had you been taken to Thorburn, you would have probably had to fight to prove you're right. So,
Ready for that?
Yeah. Excuse me.
Bring it on.
each country has their own law style. So,
Well,
they
I
will put you
suppose
down
that
there.
also depends.
They will put you down there. The 2 cultists quickly go up towards one of the guard shack, staying away from you guys.
That's smart.
Yeah.
Very wise on their part. So they are staying away from you as you guys now have a chance to actually talk as all the guards wander off.
I say we kill him.
Oh, P.S. They took off manacles and the rope before they lowered you guys down there.
Ah,
So.
good.
You were not given your weapons, and you were asked to leave armor of any sort, but it is kept in a room you can see from there. Like, they're not trying to steal anything, clearly. Although they do tell you if you are found guilty, any equipment you have will be sold in order to cover the cost of your stay.
Alright, does anybody know what's going on here?
Yeah, they're trying to frame us for what they did.
No, that's what it sounds like.
I'm talking about what they were summoning. What the heck is going on?
That, no clue. I'm assuming it has something to do with the battle that was raging on. Actually, I thought it was interesting, too, in the marketplace, those 2 demons were trying to collect people and take them away. Were they using them to try to strengthen their side, or what? Like soul eaters or something?
Yeah, I don't know.
I got nothing.
We're gonna have to find somebody who knows a little bit more about this. Anybody know any clerics or anything around here that knows anything like this?
Well, sure, there's 2
No.
clerics right over in the corner.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna say we could always interrogate them.
there we go. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna, calmly walk over to these cultists who apparently tried to sell us out, and not
Don't
do
you
anything.
try to murder us, too!
Not
The
anything
one
aggressive.
says-
Just walking up real close to them.
The one does say that, though, taking a step back to the wall. Obviously trying to make a loud noise of it so that the guards' attention is turned there. Their crossbows still at the ready as they're kind of watching what's going on.
Again, still just getting closer and closer to them. Not even looking at them, just walking closer to them. Waiting for you guys to do something.
I will follow, but I don't want to be more than like, I don't know, like 15, 20 feet away from them. I don't need to get that close.
Oh no, I straight up have my butt in one of their faces right now.
The guards are watching amused. They seem like they're only going to do something if you actually threaten bodily harm. So, they are watching closely. Did you try to say something? Yes, he did. You have got to figure out how to get Skype to work on your computer, dude.
He's just gonna mime to them, apparently.
He's just going to start playing a mute. He's just going to be like...
Apparently both of us are just smashing up against these cultists, not saying a word. It's just our intimidation tactic.
Effective interrogation technique.
Yeah.
Confuse them.
They are making enough noise that all the guards are paying attention, but they're not doing anything outside of squawking, for the best way to put it.
Alright, I'll turn to one of them and just start questioning him, like, what the heck were you guys doing? Can I make any type of check for that?
Yeah.
Just intimidation check.
Intimidation, that could be a good one.
Ooh.
You hear me?
Yes.
All right. Okay. So I'm just gonna stand, like, kind of a little ways away to keep my eye on everything while they're doing their thing.
Okay.
Kind of like watch what's going on
Observe.
while, yeah.
Okay. So you're observing as Yananoli walks over and whatever. How exactly do you intimidate?
Just getting my face right up in one of their faces and just
Okay.
yelling at them as loud as I can. What the hell were you guys doing?
You could see, you could audibly hear the guy's knees start to shake. The one that you're yelling at and getting right in his face, which you have to lean down a little bit too because he's human and shorter than you. But as you yell and his knees start shaking, he goes, what were we doing? What were you doing? His voice cracking with fear.
We just came up and you guys were sacrificing this lady in a circle. You guys made some statues attack us. Who was that leading you guys?
The other guy speaks up at this point and goes, you all were doing the summoning, and our leader was a brave cleric that you mercilessly killed, yelling this again very loudly.
What was his name?
You don't deserve to know. You heartless bastard. The other guy's still, like, shaking. Borderline, not quite yet, but borderline pissing his pants type thing.
Alright, when he calls me a bastard, I backhand him. Right in the face.
As you do
Don't
that,
you
the guards
ever
go,
call me that.
The guards go, step back 5 feet.
I look up at them. Step back about 3 feet. Just keep staring at these cultists.
They have their crossbows out, but they're not doing anything past that. They're clearly watching. A couple of them are relaxed more, but the one that was yelling at you still has his crossbow up and ready.
Yep. Guess I'm gonna just stare them down for a little bit. Look up at the guards and be like, you'll see.
Oh, yeah.
Find that guard. He'll back our story.
It'll be about 5 minutes of awkward staring at each other. When finally a guard will come back. Alright. I need one of the accusers. Well, actually, the other one won't be. I need both the accusers and one of your group.
I'll put my hand on Yananole.
Oh, piss. Yeah, alright.
We will be doing interviews to see how things are going. Also, the other three, opposite corners. You are not to talk.
Like at all or to each other?
To each other.
Alright, well, where do you want me?
They'll lower down the rope and have you climb on up.
Again, just dead-eyeing this other cultist that's coming up with me.
I got $50 on our guy. Sorry, my bad.
You're yelling that loud. They're just... You could hear a couple of the guards in the corner above you go...
And I yell back over my shoulder, I'm pretty sure you don't have that much.
See, now why you gotta go there?
As I climb back over the wall.
I got 2 silver on our guy.
They will take the 2 cultists to 2 different areas, and they will bring you, Jan and Oli, to another room. There is the guard that led you there, as well as the guard you met at the inn.
Oh, hey, this guy. This is the guy we were talking about.
We tracked him down quicker than we thought.
Hey, he's a good-looking fella. Easy to find.
Plus, he hasn't really left here since the attack. And he's also technically arrested for intoxication right now. But that's a whole other story and not something that concerns you.
He's my buddy.
Our bad. That one's our bad.
Alright.
Sorry, I'm not there.
So, name for the record?
Oh, Yananoli.
No, right? The guy pulls out some paper and he starts writing it. Obviously, the pen he has is magical. It doesn't actually touch the paper, but as he's writing, the words appear. Jan, from?
Thorburn.
Thorburn. And I assume you're half-orc, correct?
Yep.
Now, go ahead and give a description of your character. He is writing down all this information.
P.S. Yeah, I'm a half-orc. Just been, traveling along on a ship. Well, I was a cook. I'm a pretty good cook, you know. Like, just about me.
You have any notable scars or anything like that?
Oh, no. I mean, my hands are quite burnt, just because my cooking is that awesome. But other than that, nothing super noticeable.
Not offensive, sir. John, you should too. My hands are pristine.
Apparently you're a better cook than I am.
There's Chloe. She wanted to say hi.
Hi.
Yeah, you see him all? Alright. So, in your words, tell me what transpired.
Alright, so after our little fight there on the marketplace where we saved your city, we were brought back to the inn by... What was your name? I don't think we caught your name.
Bellhorn.
Bellhorn. Ooh, wait, I don't know how to spell that. And what's your name? The guy that's questioning me?
Bruce.
Bellhorn and Bruce.
My name's Bruce.
Yeah, we were just grabbing some drinks. All of a sudden, this guy over here that you'll see later was summoning this demon. He killed some lady and summoned a demon from her. Asked me for some of my blood. I was like, sure, why not? Gave him some of my blood.
Well, and he writes that down. When you say that, he looks up at you like, what?
It was already coming out of me. It's a normal occurrence. Don't worry about that. But he looked awfully shady. So my buddies behind me were like, hey, yo, no, that's no good. So things happened. We followed them. We saw them, like I said, summoning a demon from, like, this dead lady. All of a sudden, they start attacking us. And, I mean, things went down. They might have died. I don't know. Don't take my word on that one. But then these statues came back and attacked us. These are the same demons that attacked us in the marketplace. That's pretty much all I got. We killed the demon, saved your city again. Yeah, what else do you want to know?
That's what we need to hear, is your words on it. Bruce will stand up, and he will lead you back to the pit. If we have more questions for you, I will get you again at that point. Who's next?
One of the smarter ones. Not the talking one.
And he looks around. It's hard to tell which one is smarter out of this group.
Hey, fuck you!
You're next.
I don't know what the other ones are.
You guys are so getting the chair.
All right, pick the one with the horns.
And he takes the one with the horns that was mouthing off. Chloe.
So, do I get like a coffee or something?
Yeah, they'll lead you in, blah, 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 all that other stuff is the same. Do you ask for that, or do you say that?
Yes!
You want coffee? I can get you a water. It's kind of a long time of day for coffee. Another couple hours, and we'll have some brewed. And if you prove to be innocent, I will buy you a cup then myself. Hmm?
Just pay
Okay,
close
since
enough.
I screwed this over last time, what's your name?
He kind of nods. Bellhorn.
Right on. You?
Bruce.
Okay, Chins. What's up?
Alright, state your name.
Jackson.
Hold on one second. Chloe, I can't hold you and play at the same time, okay, sweetheart? I don't mind, but you can't be jumping all over the place, okay? I will hold you, but you can't jump all over the place. Is that fine? Okay. Alright. She just wants to be on camera. She
I'm
is,
cool with that.
camera whore.
She's cute. She kind of wins.
Yeah. Yes, she is. And she knows it. Alright, so, now that she has chosen to get down. So, name, Saxon, land of origin, Awen, I heard?
Yep.
Awen, alright. And go ahead, give me a description of your character as he's writing down what you look like.
I'm a tiefling. I've got like burnt red skin. My horns are kind of curved back. Black hair. I don't know what else you're.
Well, just, he's writing down a general description.
Kind of tall and lanky.
Do you have anything to declare?
Yeah, I got some things to declare.
He pulls out another sheet of paper, ready, because the way you started talking, he knows he's going to be writing for a while. And he goes, oh, one moment. And he leans down and whispers to the pen and leans back and crosses his arm. The pen is still floating there, ready to start writing on its own as you talk.
The hospitality of this town fucking sucks. Alright? I show up, I get off the boat, I'm like, hey, maybe I'll find some work. All of a sudden, some gods are attacking each other above me. Demons show up. One of them bites me in the neck because I pushed this little kid out of the way. I wake up, I'm fucking robbed. And just like, day wasn't bad enough.
Am I still in the room here, or am I back?
No,
in the
you're
pit?
back in the pit.
Ah, dang it.
Yeah, as if my day couldn't get worse. So now I can't even afford to pay for dinner. Luckily, this guard, Bellhorn, was nice enough to, offer to buy a drink because apparently I saved somebody's life. That was cool. I know these other guys basically fought off the invasion. We go in, we get a drink. There's this shady-looking dude's trying to steal blood from a friend of mine. Well, okay, acquaintance, but at this point we've, so closest thing I have to a friend in this town because we've had a beer together. So then we're like, wait a minute, something's up. So I start to talk to this guy a little bit. I'll admit I used the charm spell. He was trying to run out. And he tells me they're going to go to this shadow or statue joint park and summon a demon. And I'm like, that's not good. So we let him go to the statue park. We tell Bellhorn what's going on. He's like, crap, I'll figure something out. And so then we start to follow this guy. They go to a different park, the one you found us at, where a lady's dead in like a demon circle. They summon the demons that go into these statues and start attacking everyone. So yeah, we killed a couple of the cultists and I destroyed a few statues. I'm sorry. Well, you know, that's like the second time in 2 days we risked our lives for this town that's done what? Robbed me and arrested me.
He's sitting there, kind of blank expression. Occasionally, as you were talking, he would wave his finger at there, and it would highlight the last word you said. A couple of the words that you saw him do that with was charm, and things like that, pointing out some of your nature things there. And he's, oh, thank you for your honesty.
You know, trying to perform a public service. Came and get a cup of coffee. Thank you for the beer, sir.
Very well. You may return. I will. He leads you back. Goes. You gave all the information I needed very quickly. I do appreciate that. I will interview your other two comrades, and after we're done with the cultists, or the accusers. After we're done with the accusers, the cultists who are obviously crazy. Then we will talk to you guys.
Elaboration on the story. I'm not strong enough to lift a statue 30 feet.
No, but you
Look
are a
at where
caster
it
by
was
your own
destroyed.
admission.
What?
You are a caster by your own admission. And magic does have more strength than physical strength.
Yeah, but I can't, like, summon a statue. I'm not that kind of caster.
Have only your word right now on that. But, as we said, we will be looking into this.
Yeah, alright.
And so he'll lower the thing back down, and which one of you two is next? The green one or the blue one?
I'll go.
Very well, we'll leave Countryless for last. He
I will
will,
be
alright. He will bring you up, Ruck, and like before, he'll take you in, and he'll sit you down. He'll pull out another piece of paper.
How may I be of assistance, sir?
I'll just need to get some basic information here and your statement, and then we will figure out what is actually going on. So, state your name.
My name is Grux Starog.
Starts writing down. And you are from Awen, I heard?
That is correct.
Alright. And, give me a general description of your character as he's writing this down.
Half orc. He's 16 years old, just hitting maturity for a half orc. 6'5", 240 pounds, roughly. Dark green eyes with faded green skin and shaved hair. He has multiple scars from cuts and bruise from his shoulder down to his wrists, and he's got tattoos on his face and shoulders. And he's got a holy symbol around his neck.
Give me a perception check as he's writing these things down. You're having a little hard time reading upside down as he's writing, and his handwriting is a little funky. But you do see two words on there. The first one is shady. The last word he writes on the description of your character is redemption, question mark. And, alright, so in your own words, and sets the pen up to start writing itself, tell me what happened today.
How far back would you like for me to go?
I would like to know from apparently just when you met Bellhorn in the inn.
Okay.
And
He invites
when he says Bellhorn, he motions to the guard, and now you know his name.
Oh, yeah, good point. I'll nod to him first in acknowledgement of that being his name. After Bellhorn invited me and a few others to the inn in order to have drinks and food for what we did at the marketplace, we arrived, and one of the group was approached by a man wearing a cloak. And throughout that encounter, there was a vial of blood that was received by the man in the cloak from, I believe his name was Yananoli. And, well, he didn't look right. So I intended to quietly follow him, and that did not work out very well. So he made a run for it, and that's when Saxon charmed him and began interrogating him, so to speak. I was not in the room when he did so, but after that was done and the man in the cloak left, Saxon told us that he was with a group that was looking to resurrect something, and it was not not a good thing. So we proceeded to try to find out where they were going to be. I believe one of our group, Bull, followed him. Things got a little bit complicated. We ended up having to relocate, or we had to figure out where they were relocating their meeting. And when we got there, there was a woman and some sort of like enchanting circle. I'm not sure what it was exactly, on the ground, surrounded by these other members of, I guess, the cult. And they summoned two demons from within her. And those demons entered the statues and then attacked us.
Anything to declare past that?
I know that they are worshippers of Hades, because that's how we were able to discover where they were going. Was we were hiding out, waiting for a sign of them outside the temple. That was where we located them before going to the park.
All right, thank you for your cooperation here. We'll take you back to the pit, and we'll grab the last member of your party. The last and other member that is now trapped in a druid form for a while is being held and communicated with in another fashion.
If there's any other way that I may be of assistance, please let me know.
He nods and leads you back to the pit.
Is Saxon back at the pit yet?
Oh yeah, Saxon's back. You guys are allowed to talk, although
Oh.
Vol is being kept away from everybody else.
Hey, Taki guy, can you do that charm thing again on the cultist before he goes in?
I'm gonna need to sleep first.
Actually, both the cultists are actually already in there. They took both at the same time.
Never mind.
Although technically, for your own information, if you take a short rest, you do get a spell back.
Well then, it's nap time.
So, and Robert, I think we have lost your sound. I'm pretty sure you were laughing. We'll let you do that changeover before I go to your roleplay. So you guys, if you want to keep roleplaying out, Grok, you come back in.
All right, what did you guys tell him?
The truth. The truth. I mean, it was kind of phrased in a complaining sort of way because fuck this town, but...
Can you hear me?
Truth.
Yes, no, I can.
Alright.
I'll let you guys finish up your roleplay before I take him in.
What did you tell him?
Told them they took my blood and made a demon. Not all I had.
I mentioned that part of it as well from, my perspective anyway.
You guys are both from Awen, right?
Yeah.
What do you think the odds these guys are going to believe us are? Am I going to have to fight my way out of this pit again?
I don't really
I mean-
know. This is my first time in any kind of large settlement.
I mean, yeah, that's true. I had like a town sheriff, but he mostly just built crooked houses.
Do these guards have any weaknesses we should be aware of? That you might know from your little towns?
I mean, like, the one guy at least seemed like he was trying to get to the bottom of everything, so... And given that we're telling the truth and they're lying, I'm pretty sure they're going to spot the holes in their argument.
Yeah, things don't ever work out right for me. So, just getting ready for plan B. In case I gotta stab someone.
Well, there's no harm in being prepared, but I would prefer to resolve this peacefully if we can.
I walk around looking for a stick I can turn into a shiv.
Actually, there's quite a few. They do have some small trees growing in the pit.
I start sharpening one.
I
In the
will.
corner, where the guards can't see me.
With what?
With a rock.
You're like, mm?
I'm very resourceful.
Yeah, you'll find a rock and start sharpening your shiv. In one of the rooms, actually, you're very easily not seeing one of those.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna begin meditating because I would like to take advantage of my arcane recovery.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm totally gonna try and take a nap.
Okay. Vol. They lead you into the interrogation room. And you'll see the other guy that you've... Wait, say something?
Hi.
Okay. I thought you said something there, and I was like, oh no. Alright, so they'll take you in. You'll see the guard that you've dealt with before. He'll be like, alright, my name is Bruce. This is Bellhorn. We will be conducting this interrogation today. State your name for the record.
Vol Leviathan.
Vol Leviathan. Alright, and you are from nowhere.
Not around here.
Everybody is born and raised somewhere. Where does your allegiances lie?
I don't think you can comprehend where I'm from.
What faith do you worship, at least, then? Which grouping of gods?
None right now. Mostly Greek, if I were to choose one, though.
Provia. Okay. And, let's see.
But I'm not from Sophia.
If you are with those gods, we just have to have a place to file it. It's paperwork. But I wrote down what I need to for that. And if you'll start writing
You're
down
wasting my time, by the way. I have a lot I need to get done, and you are just annoying me with this little shit.
And he keeps writing. He is writing down your description. Give me your give the description of your character.
Bluish skin, white hair, about 260 pounds, thin, muscular tone. Do I have my basic clothing on?
Yes.
Hooded tunic with a overcoat, trench coat looking.
Okay. So he's writing down descriptions of everything there. So do you have anything to declare first? Outside of that I'm wasting your time.
Well, I'm sure just like everybody else should have said, because we were all there, that we were pretty much helping you guys out, and you guys just jump to the first conclusion that anyone tells you.
And what happened in your words?
In my words, well, which part? The part that we're being accused for?
Start at apparently the inn.
The inn. Okay,
Tell
well,
me from there up till we arrested you. In your words.
we were at the Red Dragon Inn. Shady guy took some blood from one of our men, and then he tried to get away. The guy with the horns that can't write stories worth crap did a charm on him, stopped him, talked to him privately without us. Then, as they finished up talking, he started walking away, and I followed him to his house. And when I got to his apartment, I just kept an eye on him, trying to figure out what he was doing, what his plans were, and I must have embarrassingly looked away for too long or something. Lost concentration, lost focus. I don't know. Call it whatever you will. Noticed that he was not there, and I went to go peek in his window, and noticed that he snuck out the window when I wasn't looking. So I ran back, and when I finally met with the rest of my men, they were telling me that, hey, we're going to this monumental statue park thing, and we get there, and the cultists, or the accusers, are doing a summoning thing for demons, and lo and behold, 2 of the demons were summoned that we...
We lost your audio. I heard, lo and behold, the 2 demons.
It looked like about the last 3 words.
Yeah. He was on a really good tangent there, too.
I'm surprised we're all so forthcoming with the guards here.
You hear me now?
Yes.
Yep.
Alright, so I heard, lo and behold, 2 demons. Continue
Lo and
to
behold, 2 demons that we actually fought earlier that day are summoned and killed them. Yeah, we killed some of the pathetic, weak pieces of shit that you call accusers. And, yeah. But I see it as doing you guys a favor, because all hell is about to break loose, probably.
And why would you say all hell is about to break loose?
Well, so many demons. Demons are from hell.
You seem to have a personal knowledge of this, of these forthcoming events. Is there something else you wish to say here?
That's all I got.
Very well, very well.
Freaking cops, man. You seem to have an intricate knowledge of demons. I've been a person that's alive on this planet, and everybody knows that demons are bad.
So he will take you back to the pit and go, we will get back to you within... He looks up at the moon. Roughly an hour. And Vol is so pissed he's talked and nothing came out.
he's gone back to miming.
He's right back at him. Alright.
Are the cultists back in our pit?
No, actually, they are not. The cultists are not brought back to the pit.
Sons of...
Okay, I said stop wasting my fucking time and hurry it up.
Catch a nap if you must. We have to follow procedures. It is for everyone's safety, including yours.
Whatever.
You're whatever, you bastard. Alright, so now you guys are allowed to talk, or whatever you want for the next hour. By the way, near the end of the hour, your shiv will be completed. Yamanoli.
Oh yeah, at the end of the hour? Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, still whittling away. Are these guys over here sleeping?
They're resting. Maybe not sleeping, per se.
Can I talk to you guys when you guys are sleeping? Resting?
Yeah,
Enchanting?
short rest, you don't actually have to sleep.
Oh, sweet.
So,
Alright guys,
I
how
need
come
to-
we're the only ones
what
back
do we-
in here and
what-
these cultists aren't?
I do not know. I was wondering that myself.
Taking them to the gallows.
What kind of rest do we need to do for to heal ourselves?
short rest, and you can use a hit die roll.
I will do that.
I forgot what my hit die is.
It automatically does it. Just click the button that says hit dice underneath your HP.
So I heal 3 based on that?
No, it gives you, yes, 3. You rolled in that one.
Okay.
Harsh.
Yes, it is.
Alright. Just in case we do have to fight our way out of here, what kind of magic can you guys do? I know I saw you charm someone Did I see you with vines coming out your face or something earlier in the marketplace?
Yes,
Vines
and
in
I
the
can,
face.
I can throw fire at him too if I need to. Well, not fire exactly, but
Okay. Okay. Vines and fire. Vines and fire. Gotcha.
I am not without ways to defend myself.
Robert, were you saying things?
No, he wasn't.
Nope.
And talky guy? What else can you do but talk?
I could shoot energy out of my hand.
Alright. Alright, well, I pretty much just swing things and stab people. So, yeah.
Swing things, stab people, and cook. Still not getting anything, Robert. Maybe he was saying I'll be right back that time. Does anybody read lips?
No.
Dang.
Not so much.
My wife can, but she's not here right now. Chloe, stop making noise, please, sweetheart.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
So what can you do?
I can bless, command, compel, duel, cure wounds, detect evil and good, detect magic, detect poison and diseases, divine favor, heroism, protection from evil and good, and purify food and drinks, searing smite, shield of faith, thunderous smite, and wrathful smite. Just to name a few.
If he has 8 hours to change things around.
Alright. Can I go back outside and just look around, outside the pit, around at the guard towers, kind of see what I see, anything that might be useful to us?
Yeah, toss a perception. Alright, as you're looking around, you're looking past the guard towers too, you're seeing quite a bit of different things. First off, it will be actually fairly easy to get out of this pit. The guards are there to keep you from doing that, mostly. Which, there's a good number of them, but if you're at full health, you're pretty sure you could take at least 4 of them. But climbing that pit wall is going to be the problem, because all of them would be able to shoot at you. However, past that, as you're looking, you'll notice the place you guys were taken to does have the word on it, basically. It's meeting hall, is what it says. A nice way of putting interrogation. And you're looking around, and you'll notice there's another place which has the word magic hall on it. And there does seem to be some glowing coming from the inside of there. Past that, there's quite a few loose stones down here. You'll find some linen in some of the bedding areas. You could make some slings out of it. They probably won't last for more than 2 or 3 uses, but you could make a couple slings if you wanted to start attacking people that way. And the only other thing is there is a cooking pit in the middle that is completely dead right now. No flame, no pot.
What about like a preferred place to try to get out of here where they wouldn't be able to shoot us?
The best thing you could do would be to attack them and then hide in one of the rooms and force them to come down from your strategic mindset.
Okay.
Unfortunately, climbing is not a good option because, like I said, they'll be able to shoot you from the other side. If you had enough people, it wouldn't be bad. A whole ship of people, half the people would probably be able to get out and win. Easy. But
How many other people are down here with us?
just the 4 of you.
Oh. Okay.
How big are the rooms and how well lit are they?
They're fairly small. They barely fit a cot in it, and they're only lit from whatever light comes in through the door, which there is no actual door. They're just a door frame. They're about twice as wide as the cot and maybe a foot longer.
So roughly about less than 10 feet.
Yeah,
You said the pit was 20 feet deep earlier.
correct.
Are the guards standing on top of platforms, or are they just standing at the top of the pit?
They have small platforms that are like 2 to 4 feet above the actual floor, and 2 steps to get up to it for there. So they're like, they look like towers from where you are, Brett, from the top, they're kind of pathetic.
Which is there one guy that like they all have the same amount of ammo and everything, right?
You can't really see where the ammo is, but you'd assume so. They probably have a good stash of it up in the towers.
Can I use? What I want to do is go to. How do I want to do this? You said they're 20 feet up above us.
Mm-hmm. Plus
Okay,
another. They're about 25 technically.
Can I? How do I do this? Can I use the command spell on one of them?
If you wanted to, you could, yes.
I want to say, I don't know, come, like, command him to come down.
He can.
Like
This
just
is a
over the
family
wall
show.
or like on the fire. Did you have a glass for him?
You just commanded him to come.
You heard me.
Alright, what's your save for command? It should be under your spell section.
I don't think
it's like I need a drink after that one.
I feel like I should be taking a dexterity save here in a minute.
See, 3.
Now, you do know how command works, correct?
It says, speak one word to command creature you see in range. Target must succeed a wisdom save or wisdom save or follow on its next turn. Right?
Mm-hmm, basically. And when he's out of it, I do believe the end part says that he knows he was commanded, correct?
Yeah. I don't think it says that, but I don't really care anyway.
Okay. Just had to ask. Let's see. I just want to double check.
I don't know if we're in any position to be fighting them at this point.
Yeah, like.
Well, so the things you could do is tell them to approach, drop, flee, grovel, or halt.
Okay,
Dude,
hold
make
on.
him grovel.
Before I do that, okay. Do you guys want to attack, or do you guys want to wait this out?
I want to wait this out. Attacking now is basically just an assumption of guilt.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Pretty sure I'm still bleeding here.
Yeah, but you're also making a shiv.
Yeah, because shit goes down.
Like,
I mean,
well,
I'm not gonna
difference
make
between
shit go
being
down.
prepared and starting the riot.
Which isn't much of a riot when we're the only 4 in here.
Yeah.
Riot!
There's a difference between being prepared and starting what will probably amount to a massacre.
Yeah.
By the way, Vince, we're having this discussion right now. I would like. Can I roll a perception check to see if any guards are trying to listen in?
Yes.
Yeah.
They seem to be keeping an eye on you, but they don't seem to be. You can see all the guards in the towers. There's 2 guards per tower. They do seem to be talking amongst themselves, but there's at least 1 guard in each tower that's watching you guys.
How many towers did you say there was?
4, 1 in each corner of the cube.
8 guards. Alright, whenever my shiv's done, I'm gonna start trying to make a fire under the cooking pit. Is there any utensils down there to do this?
Nope. There's some sticks and some firewood. That's about the best you'll have for it. You can apparently they will either drop in a cauldron or something for cooking purposes.
Yeah, can I yell up to them and be like, hey, can I get a pot, some water, some fire making stuff so I can make us some dinner at least if this is gonna be forever? I'm
One
hungry.
guard looks up at the moon for a second. Well, not for a bit. You can't do that till breakfast, but I can get you some fruit if you'd like that. Some fruit, maybe some raw veggies and some bread.
Yes, please.
Sure.
That would be greatly appreciated.
Alright. He turns around and he yells something behind him. Just, Oi! Come here! And then he takes a couple steps away. You can see he's still in the tower, but he's talking to someone. And he'll come back to the point. Alright, it'll be about 5 minutes. Right about. He just has to run to the storehouse. I also told him to get you some water. And a little bit of something, a treat there for you. We don't like to mistreat people here.
You're a good
Thank
man.
you.
What's your name up there?
I'm Alex.
Alex? It's nice to meet you. What brought you into the service of these guys here? Obviously, they're a lot nicer than the rest of them.
Well, we're all pretty nice here, honestly. We just have to do our job. And the council keeps us under pretty strict guidelines. The gods, though, here, all of us, we're all part of the military for our various countries. You must be new here, I take it.
Yeah, just came over on the ship and we were in the marketplace. Did you see all those people fighting in the marketplace? Did you see the gods come down and smash all that?
I heard about the marketplace. Unfortunately, I was elsewhere in town, in the warehouse district, and, well, I did see quite a bit of damage there. Thankfully, there wasn't a lot of people. Just had to stop
They
a few
were giant
looters.
gods. How do you not see them?
Oh, no, I saw them. I'm saying not the people. There was no people.
Oh.
Did you hear about those 5 people in there that were fighting the demons back from your city?
There was, from what I've heard, about a total of 70 or 80 people altogether that have stepped up to defend the city during the attack. Although I did hear of the 5 there from Bellhorn. I take it that's you.
Yeah.
Plus the cat being examined.
Aw, he put me in the group. Thanks, man.
Alright, well. You should have put in a good word for us there, Alex.
The seers will be able to tell the truth of everything soon enough.
Then why were we interrogated?
To see if you're honest.
I don't know.
We're
So,
assholes.
what happened to the other 2 fools that were in here that were lying the whole time?
They are scared of you. Something about you murdering their friends, so they're being held in separate cells at this point. We don't like resorting to cells, but we have them for the extreme cases.
Do I see what direction he pointed to?
Yeah, he actually pointed the opposite direction of the house you are at, across the way there. You can kind of look over and it looks like a little bit more fortified. Looks like it's actually more of a barracks or a fort, but still very woodsy.
Okay.
I'm gonna step in front of Vol, Saxon, and Yananoli and say, if you guys need me, I'm gonna be in that room. And I'm gonna walk into one of the rooms and I'm gonna sit down and begin casting as a ritual, Find Familiar.
Okay. That'll work. It'll be a little over an hour, about an hour and 15 minutes actually, when Bruce will come back and he will roll down the rope ladder.
Hey, Bruce.
All 4 of you can come on up. Now, we got you here. We're going to get this all taken care of. The judgment's been passed. I just have to read the rights and get you on your way. Or to whatever the decree is. I haven't read it myself yet. He holds up an envelope. The sayers are already given their thing, so let's go take a look at it all. All 4 of you, come on.
I shove
Well,
the ship down my pants and start climbing up this ladder.
Yeah, let's get the show on the road.
All right.
I'm gonna laugh my ass off if you slip climbing up the ladder and cut off your weapon.
You're proficient with martial weapons, so I'm gonna and climbing and stuff because you're a sailor. I'm gonna assume you're able to do that without too much issue.
I'm good with that.
It's uncomfortable, but
That is not something you want to leave up to the dice.
No.
Do I have?
Now, if you were doing that on like a rough sea, then we'd probably have a check. But you know, it's calm here. Nothing's tossing and turning. So they will take you to what is obviously a council room. It seems it's got seats all around a very basic table, round table, in case you're curious. And they said, sit, stand, your choice.
Are the other guys in here with us too?
No.
Are there a lot of guards in here?
Bruce and Bellhorn. That's it.
All right. I'm liking these odds.
Either
Go and,
really gonna like Bellhorn or really not gonna like Bellhorn.
Yeah.
See?
Does Bellhorn still look a little grogged up, or is he?
He seems sobering up. He looks more tired at this point than anything.
I feel you there, man.
Get up close to him and be like, "Hey, so what's going on?"
He has the envelope. I don't know. We'll find out when he opens it.
All right.
So, sit, stand, like they said, and once you're to a comfortable place, he'll open the envelope
I
and...
don't know how to do both of those at the same time.
Gonna what?
You said sit stand. I don't know how to do both of those at the same time.
Sit or stand, smartass.
I will stand.
We don't know that guy.
All right.
I take a seat on a chair, facing Bruce.
Out of curiosity, you said it was an hour and 15 minutes. Is that enough time for me to complete my ritual?
Yes, it is.
Okay, then I would have released the familiar before entering the building.
All right, what is
Like,
the familiar?
It's an owl.
Okay. Yeah, owl.
Let it-
You're right.
Let it fly around.
Leave those there. Leave those there. Daddy needs those for the game, okay? Just in case I need to roll dice secretly. Yeah, it's to kill the players. And she's like, yeah? Alright, so he'll sit there and he'll peel open the envelope and pull it out. And he's reading it. Alright, do you want me to read it in the legal terms or give you the nutshell?
I don't.
I'm
One
good
more
with the
nuts.
nutshell, man.
Whatever.
Let's just
quick-
get it.
Shells?
Just say it.
Alright, you've been found guilty of murder. However, it was justified murder. However, you did not go through the proper channels. So there is still going to be a punishment, although much less than actual murder, since it was something you did to stop. And you did try to tell the guards, though one did fail to inform us of your plans. And he looks at Bellhorn, and there will be punishments for that as well. We will get to your punishment for that later. But the passing of the judgment from the seers and the council is, you are free to go as you will, but you will need to perform 3 acts of service for the city. They will be paid acts. You're not having to do them, for free, but they are going to be things you are going to be required to do at some point. And given your particular set of skills, we know what type of missions these will be. And unlike this last one, you will actually be given the proper clearances for anything that might transpire, such as deaths.
Please tell me we get to kill the rest of the cultists.
Yeah. What about those other guys?
I do not know their punishment. They keep the same separate. I will know later. When I do know, though, I will gladly tell you. It's not that they're trying to keep it secret, just keep it separate. I don't understand the difference, but it's what they do. The council is strange.
Paperwork do I have to fill out to stab one of them? I brought this shiv with me. I can stab him right now.
Where did you get that?
I found it.
Give me a deception.
That's not mine. How did that
The
get
fucking
there?
guy. How did he give this?
What the shit, man?
I mean, I don't know how to fill out paperwork, but people like to die.
I will see what I can do if they are indeed sentenced to death.